What is going on, guys? My name is Zora. Welcome to Sakura Santa. So today, we're going to be trying to get the harem ending. There's one last ending in this game, and I want to get it. And I'll just show you guys any dialogue I haven't seen before. But we're going to visit the shrine first, and then skip around to that, yeah. These decorations, they really are beautiful. Her craftsmanship is otherworldly. Wait, who's knocking at this hour? Hey, Koji. Santa, didn't you have to leave? Don't be mad at me, but I forgot to get something. What did you forget? It's here somewhere. She trips on some seemingly nothing. Oh no. Only to fall face first into my chest. For a moment, she just stands there. I can see her face turning into bright red. Sorry, Koji. Why am I so clumsy around you? Don't worry about it. So what did you lose? There was a toy I made. I must have left it in your apartment. It was for someone very special. Someone special? Yes, every good boy and girl is special to me. I need to make sure that every present I make for them, it makes it into their hands. So what does it look like? It's a little wooden train. I took extra care to make sure all of the moving parts inside it worked. How advanced is the technology of this wooden train? For all intents and purposes, it can function exactly like a real train. Now that's an attention to detail for you. Okay, so where do you think you left it? I don't know. She quickly glances around the apartment. Come on, it can't be that far away. We found your candy cane, right? So we should be able to find a wooden train just as easily. Yeah, of course. But your apartment is pretty big. It's really not. Don't overthink what you're doing, okay? Right. Have you tried looking under the lounge? No, it might be there. With no regard of her skirt, she immediately bends over to look under the lounge. She's so innocent, she didn't think about the implications of what she did. Are you sure, Koji? I don't see anything. I see something. I've got a very good view. Very good view of what? Oh, nothing. I better not exploit that innocence. Oh, I see where it is. She reaches underneath the lounge. Got it. She tries to pull it out. Oh, no. What, did something happen to the train? No. She wiggles all over the place, but her arms still don't move under my lounge. I'm stuck. Her backside always erratically as she tries to squeeze free, her skirt waving up and down. Help, Koji, help. As much as I'm enjoying the view, I better do something about this. Alright, just hold still. I end up having to lift up the lounge in order for her to free herself. I must be the unluckiest member of my family. Things like this happen all the time. It's not fair. Hey, don't worry about it. In her hands, she's holding a beautifully crafted wooden train. Wow! What is it? That train! I never thought the wood would be used to make something so beautiful. Oh. It's amazing. I've never seen anything made with such skill before. Oh. She looks really embarrassed. I don't get compliments for my work very often. Well, that's because you're Santa. You can't be that clumsy because you make such beautiful things with your hands. She's blushing like crazy now. Thank you, Koji. You're so nice. Anyway, I found the train. I have to get back to my workshop. You're welcome. If you have a problem, feel free to let me know. Okay. See you later, Koji. Until next time, Santa. With that, she disappears the moment I turn away from her. I can't believe that clumsy girl. How do you fail to teleport with your clothes with you? Then again, it's not like... how do you fail to teleport your own clothes with you? Then again, it's not like I know anything about magic. She was nervous too, which is kind of cute on its own. I love it when a girl acts shy. In Santa, she's incredibly shy. Not to mention innocent. When we ended up in that lingerie shop, her face was as red as Christmas decoration. If I'm not careful, I'm probably going to start falling for her. Who cares if that happens? I wouldn't mind if one bit. There's also a keynote to think about. Never in the lifetime would I have ever imagined meeting Santa Claus and a fox spirit. Just how much more is there than I have noticed out there? Maybe there's aliens too, might as well be. If the aliens are also cute girls, that would be great. Anyway, I'm bored. Time to do something. Okay, so we visited one and we visited the third. Now it's time to visit our childhood friends. Hey, Koji. Would you mind if I come over today? Come over? Yes, I want to see your apartment. Well, sure. It's nothing special, but you're welcome to come over. I would like that. It's just curious what a house would look like if Koji were in charge of it. That's an odd thing to be curious about. Well, a person's surrounding reflects the person's personality. So I just wonder what it looks like. Well, okay. I find it a bit odd, but why not? She's my childhood friend after all. After we finished work, Atsumi insisted on seeing my new apartment. So this is where you're living now. It's a bit small, don't you think? This was the best I could afford. Well, it's good that you're working at the calf then. We get paid overtime for Christmas. Right. Even so, I don't think it's worth any amount of money to work there during Christmas. But if it's to help an old friend, then it's worth it. That's how I feel, at least. Sumi looks closely at the apartment. Where do you keep your old photos? I think my parents have most of my photos. If they haven't decided to go on vacation, I might have been able to ask them for the photos in person. I see. She opens up her wallet. Inside it, I see. Oh, I remember that day. There I am, completely covered in dried mud from head to toe. Next to me stands a far younger Itsumi. That was one of my favorite moments with you. How we wandered away from the park and tried to catch the ducks for hours. Yeah, we kept diving in and out of the pond, but they were just too fast for us. I was determined to get one though. Yes. She keeps looking at that photo. Do you know how long I've had this photo in my wallet, Koji? I don't know. Years? That's right. Whenever I felt sad or lonely, I just opened my wallet and there you were. It's just nice to have something that reminds you of happiness every day. She lightly brushes her fingers over the photo. Something about this picture is very definitely. It makes you think we've really changed since then, haven't we? Yes, we really have. Some things will never change though. So there really are lingering feelings, huh? I guess as much as soon as we met, but I don't really know how to approach you about this. The real Koji is worth much more than a photo. Even if you've grown into the even bigger pervert than before, you certainly don't try to look away from me in the changing room today. Nothing wrong with a bit of pervertedness. It's healthy for a man to take an interest in a woman's body. Not to the degree that you did, Koji. Well, I have to inspect the goods that suit me. I'm more than happy for you to inspect the goods as long as they are my goods. A perverted man inevitably reaches for as much as it can acquire, so you must learn to be content with me alone. What kind of twisted logic is that? One that suits me. But are you saying that you would rather not look at me? No, it's not like that. Your body is very impressive, as I found out today. As you found out today? Stay out of my head. Stop being easy to read. It's not fair when you can immediately tell. Yes, it is. This superpower took years to acquire. She lets out a big yawn then. Alright, I have to get up early for work, so I'm gonna go home, Koji. Alright, it's no problem. Feel free to visit again. Thank you. She quietly walks out of the apartment and looks back at me. See you later, Koji. Until next time, Itsumi. I see a small smile on her face as she walks off. So she really has been thinking about me this entire time. Just how strong were her feelings? She really is an interesting person. I wonder what's going to happen from here. What happens if she confesses? What should I react to that? There's still plenty of time to spend with her. Maybe I should work out my answer for when the time comes. It was a lot of fun to spend time with Itsumi. Did we see this already? Nope. Not to mention that I got an excellent look at the pretty body of hers. I know that the first thing most guys look at are the boobs and the butt, but sometimes it's nice to appreciate the other parts. I mean, a nice flat stomach is also a plus. And those thighs of hers, damn, they're great. Anyone would also admit that she's got some great hips as well. Obviously, this isn't the first thing I should think about after reuniting with a friend I haven't seen in years, but as a man, it's really hard not to. Especially considering how upfront she is about her nudity. She said it was fine to look, too. Honestly, she couldn't be more blatant about hitting on me if she wanted to. She's not the only one who I've been thinking about lately. Santa has a great figure, too. I don't know why she wears an outfit like that, though. She's as pure as a driven snow, that girl. What if someone else told her to wear that for some reason? I don't know for sure. Then there's that fox. She has some plump thighs, too. And then she has no reservations about showing them off either, given the panty incident. Yes, I'm definitely someone who has been surrounded by an abundance of great assets as of late. All I can say about that is that I'm very lucky. Anyway, it's one thing to think about. Itsumi's figure, I could go out today and look at it, right? Or someone else's figure. The entire time, Akina stuck to my arm as if she glued to it. She was amazingly nuzzling her face into my shirt. I like your scent, Koji. It's a little odd to be sniffing people, you know. Well, I am a fox spirit. I have a strong sense of smell. Scents are just as important as appearance. You really do have a lot of strange ideas. Yet you look like a regular girl who just put on a pair of ears and a tail. Were you expecting me to be normal? That actually would have been a shock. Yeah, imagine if she was just perfectly normal. Just a normal fox spirit doing normal things. Would you have preferred someone more normal? It's not that. A normal girl definitely wouldn't create such interesting games to play. Oh, so you did like grabbing my shrine charms? Of course. But my aim was never the shrine charms in the first place. Stay out of my head, please. Well, you should guard your thoughts better then. The spirit realms echoes with the unspoken thoughts and desires of a mortal's heart. So be careful what you think. Spirits are rude. Just because I desire something doesn't give you the right to voice it out loud. That's like stealing someone from an unlocked house and blaming the person who owns it. I wouldn't steal anything from you. Except your heart, of course. I thought you were a fox spirit, not a cannibal. And there goes my phone. Ooh, it's a Discord. Actually, would it count as cannibalism if you're technically not human in the first place? Oh, I could eat something that belongs to you. Very subtle, you cheeky fox. You left an opening for me, just like leaving your mind open. Well, the thief is obvious, the one who committed the crime. The house owner would be called into question for being so lax. Right. Would you like some more green tea, Koji? It was rather cold outside, after all. Sure, that would... It's then that I see a steaming teapot sitting on my table. Could you just bring those things with you like a normal person? Not at all. I'm not a normal person, so I have to do things in abnormal ways. Doing normal things isn't so bad. Our date the other day was... Alright, what happened there definitely wasn't normal. Oh, it looks like you remember something good. Thank you about those panties we bought together, Koji. She quickly lifts the front of her kimono up and down. I see a flash of pink. All you have to do is ask if you want to see them. You really have no shame at all. She adjusts her kimono and takes a dignified posture. Now then, Koji, I must be leaving for my shrine. I thank you for spending time with me today. It wasn't my plan to, but I had fun anyway. No worries, I'll be visiting again soon, I promise. See you then, Koji. She quickly walks out of the front door. I swear, even if she's completely shameless, she's pretty cute. I've been wondering, just how effective is a shrine charm in the first place? I used to buy these things all the time and they never seem to do anything at all for me. Is it just some kind of weird ritual that people do? Though I did receive this charm from an actual fox spirit. I'm not in a place to question the validity of such things. Besides, just yesterday I got teleported to Santa's workshop, a place that is mythical. What exactly do I make of that? There's also the fact that she simply materialized Christmas decorations out of nothing. So a shrine charm doesn't seem so far-fetched considering that. Maybe this really does have extra fortune to it. I'm kind of glad I met Itsumi here. I like Santa and Akina, but it's just nice to have someone more normal, I guess. I use that word in the loosest sense. Itsumi just never really been normal by normal standards. It's just that she's the most normal person out of this trio, but normal and strange are both good, I think. It took me a while, but I eventually managed to convince Santa to walk throughout the apartment complex. She was apprehensive, but we got here safely. How does it feel using the door instead? It feels weird. I feel like I'd get lost if I tried to do this alone. She really is hopeless. Then again, she has to remember everyone's names and where they live. Maybe her not being able to pick out the right place isn't so unreasonable. Come on in then. Sure. Suddenly she trips, landing face first into my chest. She flails around to regain her balance. For a moment, she just stands there. Hey, are you alright? I'm fine. When she pulls back, she desperately is trying to hide the fact that she's blushing. So sorry, I'm being clumsy again. Don't worry about it. Honestly, the clumsiness of her is really charming. Why do I feel like this? Every time I see you, I get really nervous. I'm not very comfortable around people outside of my family. I know you're a good person, Koji, but I just can't stay composed. It makes me so nervous. It's not exactly unusual to be nervous around other people. Considering that she's basically had no contact with anyone her age, her awkwardness makes perfect sense. Right, okay. She just awkwardly stands there in front of my door. So there was something you needed? I was wondering if you did anything to the decorations. Did I force them on you, Koji? Sorry if I did that. No, not at all. In fact, I'm very happy you did that for me. Oh, I'm glad. I get so worried about whether or not people like the things I make. Is there any reason why they wouldn't? Not particularly, but it's just something I think about a lot. You worry too much. Seriously, I love all the decorations you made for me. I'll reach towards her and pat her on the head. That makes her face turn bright red. My throat. When you try to burp, nothing comes out. Oh, what is it? Dad used to pat me on the head like that when I was little. It was always on Christmas Day right after he gave me my present. Oh, so it must be something pretty intimate for her. Sorry, I didn't know. No, I don't mind when you did that, Koji. I swear that look on her face. This girl is just too cute for her own good. So, since everything is fine, then I should probably go home. You can stay if you like. My home's open to you, Santa. Even if it's not very big. I think it's cozy in here. After all, as long as you're happy, that's the most important thing, Koji. Anyway, I don't need to stay here any longer. See you another time, Koji. See you later, Santa. Remember, use the door, not the window. Okay. As she walks out the apartment, I close the door. I hear something crash outside. Sure, she's fine. I wonder how much magical power Santa's wand holds. It seems like a random question for the first thing in the morning. But for something that looks so important, she can't keep it safe. Mind you, if she actually kept it between her chest the whole time, there's no way she'd ever lose it. It reminds me of the time that Itsumi lost something valuable herself. What was it again? That's right, she had this old doll that she never wanted to let go of. The reason why she loved it so much was because it was a gift from me, I think. I wonder if she still has it somewhere. As for that fox, I wonder if she has anything that's precious to her too. She's really old, right? So surely there's some antique or something she values there. There is far too much to contemplate on when it comes to that fox. Far too many questions. Anyway, making Santa do lewd things such as things and not even be aware of it, that's a certain thrill to it, but I can't help but feel guilty. So next time I'll just let it happen naturally. After all, she was a talent for making lewd things happen unintentionally. Honestly, that's the best kind of girl. Although intentional lewd girls are also good. Itsumi followed me back to my apartment after work. She's still talking about the incident from earlier. Was it really a problem? More customers for the cafe would be. Yes, it was a problem. You've got to have standards, Itsumi. Says the pervert. Yes, I'm hardly the best person to hear this from, but I just didn't feel right about what happened there. I see. She's smiling to herself a little bit. Thank you, Koji. No worries. The fact that you did that means you were thinking about me. I was scared that our old bonds would have faded after all this time. You don't just forget those things, though. I mean, years and years of experiences together, it would take a cruel man to completely forget about it. Yes, that's the last thing I would expect of you. So how do you do it? What do you mean? How do you cope with those Christmas crowds? The entire time you were basically dancing your way through them. Just years of experience. Although the crowds grow bigger each year, I'm more prepared for them each time. Besides, I was a lot more relaxed today. Why is that? Because I knew you were there to help me. You're obviously less experienced than anyone else working there, but that doesn't stop you at all. What you have is guts, Koji. A tireless spirit. Even if you complain a lot and you're clearly panicking, you keep going anyway. Determination was one of the most vital parts of working in that cafe, you know? Even after years of experience, I make mistakes. So I need the determination to keep going despite that. Even so, it's okay to relax now and then, you know? You can take a few minutes off if you need to clean up. I was only able to do that because you decided to cover for me. Normally, I would have had to keep going. Oh, so the reason why you didn't want to stop was because of that? I feel like an idiot now. Even if I spill drinks on myself and my outfit is see-through, it doesn't bother me that much. You almost had me feeling guilty for a moment. I thought you had abandoned your sense of guilt a long time ago. Only regarding perverted things. A man can't just completely abandon his sense of guilt. So you're saying it's fine to completely abandon your sense of guilt when it comes to perverted things then? It might not be the morally correct thing to do, but it's the right thing to do for myself. So your conviction in your own morals is so poor that you'll simply abandon them when it's convenient for you to do so. I wouldn't say that. I am a moral man in all regards except perverseness. Shut up. She just smiles at me when I say that. I know. After all, you choose to help me at the cafe knowing full well what was going to happen. That's guts. Guts are important. Anyway, I'm tired after today, Koji. I hardly noticed. You get used to the labor eventually. But I really am tired. She walks up to me and brushes my hair away. You really need to maintain a tidy appearance, Koji. Management might get mad at you. Right, I'll keep that in mind. Until next time, goodbye. As she walks out, I swear that I see a skip in her step. Well, I've spent equal time with all 3 girls. 2 days with Itsumi, 2 days with Akina, 2 days with Santa. I feel really tired, actually. Between the 3 of them, I haven't had a single moment to relax. So today, I think I'll just go out and enjoy some time to myself. Christmas Eve is going to be here very shortly. Having a day off to think about who I'm going to take out on a date will be important. After all, there's 3 cute girls who are all wanting to spend time with me. But I only have so much time to spend. I've gotten a good impression of their personalities and, well, their figures. I need to decide what I'm going to do from here, but I'll worry about that later. I think that I should just do something different today. Yeah, that would be a good idea. What are some relaxing things I can do for myself? So I can do either of these 3 things, and I have no idea which one to go for. Going shopping, it seems, I don't know. Draw a fortune from the shrine just seems like go for the fox. Shopping seems like, I'm gonna go shopping. I think I'll go shopping today. Now that I think about it, I need to buy Christmas presents for everyone. I don't know what I should get, though. Buying presents is hard enough. Buying presents for girls is nearly impossible. I'll figure it out. Santa is the kind of girl who would like something sentimental. I could probably give Akina an offering for her shrine or something like that. Oh, for Itsumi, I should ask Mother for some of her Christmas recipes. I'll make her some rock candy. We used to eat that every year. Koji! That's when I noticed an intruder at my window. Let me in, Koji. Let me in, hurry. I told you to use the door. I panicked again. Okay. I'll open the window and she falls face first onto the floor. Ow. She sniffles quietly. Why do I have to be so clumsy? That's not so bad. I help her get up. Everything's fine, Santa. Yeah, everything's fine. So what were you doing? You didn't respond when I called earlier. Are you thinking hard about something? Just thinking about what I should buy everyone for Christmas this year. Oh. What? What is it? I'm just really excited for you, Koji. You're getting into the Christmas spirit. Who are you buying presents for? Well, I managed to make some friends this week. That isn't exactly untrue. Oh, I'm so glad, Koji. You aren't going to be alone. Yeah, that's true. She doesn't really know what kind of friends I've made, though. Can I come with, please? I want to know what it's like to go Christmas shopping. Alright, you can come. So much for spending time by myself today. I guess it isn't a bad thing that Santa showed up. Maybe she needed a quick break from work, too. Well, shopping is proving to be a lot more difficult than I was expecting. Every single shop is packed to the brim today. I've had to fight my way through the crowd just to get anywhere. Santa is having an even harder time coping with the crowd. It's so busy. Poor Santa. There's no way she'd be able to survive this crowd if she got separated from me. Hold my hand. Hold your hand? Yeah, it's so we don't get separated in the crowd. Oh. Awkwardly, she slips her hand into mine. Alright, we'll be fine like this. You don't have a problem with this, right, Santa? I look back at her and her face has everything I need to know. But, doesn't this make us look like a couple? Aren't you supposed to hold hands with the person you like, Koji? So, should we really be doing this? I mean, who said I didn't like you? Oh, she seems so shy about it. Koji, I don't know. Well, I want to make sure that we don't get lost in this crowd. If it makes you uncomfortable, we can figure something else out. No, it's okay. Quietly, she squeezes my hand. I'm fine with holding hands with Koji. So pure. Damn it, I really am falling for her. Okay, lead the way, Koji. I firmly hold her hand and guide her through the crowd. She's blushing the whole time. Koji, so you do like me? Yeah, of course I do. You're cute, Santa. Really, really cute. No one has told me that outside of my family before. Well, how often do you talk to people outside of your family? Not that often, but still. My heart seems to skip a beat when you call me cute, Koji. I don't know what that means. Oh, this girl. What do I tell her? Is there something wrong with me? No, you're perfectly fine, Santa. Don't worry about it, okay? Okay, if Koji says not to worry about it, then nothing's wrong. Does this happen often to everyone, Koji? More or less. For a moment, Santa stops moving. Koji, are you getting a present for me too? Yeah, why wouldn't I get you a present? But a present for Santa? Aren't I the one who's supposed to give you a present? I don't think it works that way. Right. I remember Dad saying something about this. The spirit of Yuletide is to give freely to those you care about. Well, it would be nice if Santa got a present this year, don't you think? Do you have any idea what you would want? What I would want? I don't think what it is really matters. Why not? Because what is important to me isn't the present, but the feelings of the person who gives it to me. So it doesn't matter what you buy me, Koji. If it's a gift from you, I will cherish it. This girl. She really does embody the spirit of Yuletide. Still, even so, I want to get something you will really like, Santa. As I turn back and start moving through the crowd, I see someone familiar. Oh. What is it, Koji? Santa looks around me to see what it is. Oh. That looks like one of the outfits my sister wears. I freeze for a moment, unsure of what to do. It's then that the figure looks towards me. Koji? I'm gonna leave. I made popcorn. This shit's about to get real, and I need the perfect thing to eat while watching this shit go down. Koji? This is about to get awkward. Hey, Utsumi. She looks around to see my hand linked with Santa's. Oh. Who's this, Koji? I'm Santa. Are you the friend Koji was talking about? So you know about me. Man, I really am an awful person. I've been two-timing. Oh, that's right. I remember you, Utsumi. You were always such a good girl. What are you talking about? Koji, I know you like boobs, but just remember that mine are the only ones you need. It's not like that. Boobs? Koji's been... Yes, he does like those, you know. Oh no, sweet and innocent Santa with a shameless Utsumi. This is gonna be bad. Well, it's okay if Koji likes those. So what's your real name? My real name? Yes, you aren't really Santa, but I am Santa. Prove it. Well, you moved to this town several years ago. I felt really bad for you because you were lonely without Koji. So I left you that princess doll you always wanted. Utsumi actually seemed shocked. I never told you about any of that, did I, Koji? Not at all. So, she really is... Yep, she's the real deal. Still, gotta make my smacking as loud as possible for popcorn effect. You haven't said what she's doing with you, Koji. Well, Koji helped me find my wand and made sure that Christmas happened on time this year. So I wanted to do something for him, too. He was lonely, right? Yeah, so I wanted to spend time with him. Well, now that I have a rival, I have to step up my game. Rival? You like Koji, don't you? I like him. What do you mean? Can't you see it yourself? You're falling in love. Santa's face turns red, glowing like the nose of a certain reindeer. I'm falling in love? Is that what this feeling is? How do you not know? You must be so innocent. Oh, I just remembered. You like him too, don't you? Yes. I think he knew that the entire time, though. So she always suspected. He's not dumb or oblivious. I still feel that way after all these years, too. I'm sorry. We'll work it out somehow. But don't think that my feelings will lose to yours. It's then that I see something light up in Santa's eyes. If this is love, then I'm not going to give it up. I won't lose either. That's what you meant when you said this was normal, Koji. Why didn't you tell me that it was love? I didn't want to make presumptions about how you felt. Koji, can we talk later, please? I want to know what's going on. But for now, I need to focus on my newest rival. Santa seems a little shaken, but she holds her ground. I know you might be Santa, but remember that Koji is my childhood friend. Do you feel strongly enough about him to take him away from me? I don't really understand what you're talking about, but I know that I like Koji. And I want to spend time with him this Christmas. Well, I won't accept anyone who doesn't feel as strongly about him as I do. I don't even really know what to do here. Aren't either of you bothered by this situation at all? I mean, what's wrong with it? Some of my brothers have multiple girlfriends. Oh. I forgot. The Claus family is weird. Popcorn! But what about Utsumi? Well, she may think it's normal, but I have no plans of sharing. I'll do my best to earn your attention, Koji. So that's how she sees it. Instead of getting angry with me, she just thinks she can out-compete Santa. That's some bizarre logic, but it seems like something Utsumi would do. Now, why are you bringing up my outfit? It's obscene. Look at what you've done with it. Like, you can talk, but my sister designed this for me as a Christmas present. I can't just throw it away. Your sister has interesting taste, but you chose to wear it. Aren't you shameless? I am not shameless at all. It's fine to admit it. Nothing quite gets to Koji like shamelessness. Is that true? Then do I. If you want to, then yes. Stop that, don't ruin her innocence. Come on, Koji, you're turning down a chance to be perverted? Yes, I am. This is one of the strangest arguments I've ever been involved in. I'm not even sure what they're trying to do. So, if you want to be with Koji, then you must do nothing less than your best. Do you understand that? I do understand. I'll make sure he notices me too. But I've been noticing both of you since I saw you. Well, you've been seeing me for much longer than her. So she's going to have to try extra hard to catch up to me. I don't know what's going on, but I have a feeling it's not going to end here.